Brent Grill. Step in the right direction for the Red Wings defense, giving up less than 11 goals this time. However, they still fell to the Rangers in overtime 5-4 and suffered their 4th straight loss and 10th loss in their last 12 games. Colin Kaepernick will be an honorary captain for Michigan's spring game on Saturday. Jim Harbaugh coached him in San Francisco when he was still playing in the NFL.
Wings.
Controversial QB will be in Ann Arbor for the scrimmage. The U.S. men's national team officially solidifying their spot in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar with a 2-0 loss in Costa Rica. They only needed to stay within 5 goals to advance, and now they're in after failing to qualify for the 2018 tournament in Russia. Here's their coach, Greg Berhalter.
It's amazing what this group of guys have been able to do over these last 7 months, and really see the team grow. And this is a great accomplishment, and we're looking forward to the World Cup.
The big change in the NFL, Bruce Arians stepping down as head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and accepting a spot in the team's front office. They promote defensive coordinator Todd Bowles to lead the team and give him a new 5-year contract to take over. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar for more. Stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Mr. Negative. That's why this works. But yeah, I kind of feel like, it helps you get through
the day.
Yeah, go home, take a nap, maybe.
Well, there's no reason to come Friday.
That's exactly.
True. I mean,
well, nobody else in this place does, right?
Just don't.
Well, it's true.
It's
right.
Somebody else said it.
Am I speaking lies?
It's better to, if I can work from home, I'm going to choose a Friday to work from home instead of coming in to the studio on Friday. So Thursday it is.
Yeah, it's like
you're still working.
The other people in this building, they have the option. I think they have to be here like 3 days a week or something. I don't even know what the deal is because it doesn't affect us yet. And it's usually Mondays and Fridays that nobody's here,
which is smart.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Nobody's here on Mondays. It's unbelievable. Like seriously.
I know.
Why do you have to be here?
I know.
This whole thing.
It's like if John Odyssey came in to take a role.
It's like, for example,
Present.
but that's not just us. Look.
I know.
Hey, I'll give you an example, okay?
Blackie?
Yeah. Oh, Shag Hennessy.
Okay, so it's not just us, though.
No, I know.
Baseball. Okay, so we're in the process of getting ready for our first relatively normal season. If you want to go to the press box, you want to be in the radio booth with Dan and Jim.
Yeah, I always go and say hello.
You can get in there and you don't have to be boosted.
Okay.
But if you want to be near a player, you have to be boosted.
Protect the product.
Well, what are you protecting? Doug and Scott got the booster and got COVID a week later. They could go to a player and give him COVID. I mean, can somebody please explain this to me?
Look, you're gonna have, and we'll talk about this later. You're gonna have a problem possibly in the NBA, the Tyler Bertuzzi effect, because some of the teams are going to be playing Toronto in the playoffs probably, and on the road games, and the team officials were asked at the top 4 teams in the East, Miami, Milwaukee, Philly, and the Celtics. Are you all, vaccinated and all that? And Miami and Milwaukee were, and Philly and Boston, their management, no comment. So in Canada, you have this rule that, it has to be like 2 weeks to let the, even if you only do the one shot. So if they have players, let's say Jason Tatum or Embiid aren't vaccinated, which is their prerogative, okay? And they have to go on the road and play a playoff game? without some of their best players. I mean,
Well, things are different.
yes, I know. It's not an NBA thing, but it's just
No, I was making a joke
Yeah,
there.
yeah, they are
The
different.
COVID is a different disease in Canada.
I know. Well, once it crosses the
Once
tunnel,
they cross the river.
yeah, exactly. Things change. It's crazy. And now I know somebody got the booster number 4 yesterday. You know what? When it becomes available, I'll get it. I don't care. I mean, the more the merrier for me. I don't know. The more protection, I feel fine. That to make it.
But the fact that, like I said, for
I
baseball,
know.
you have to be boosted to be around a player, and we know 2 people directly that got COVID right after they got boosted. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
That's crazy. Last night at the Little Caesars Arena, the Red Wings actually played a decent game.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't give up 11 goals. They gave up 5 in overtime. Well, not 5 in overtime.
I was gonna say,
Including in
wow.
overtime. 5-4, they lose to the New York Rangers. Andrew Kopp, the former Wolverine, Ann Arbor native, scored the winning goal in overtime. Tyler Bertuzzi did a really bad play on the overtime goal. He did score a goal. So did Verana. You can build around him. He's one of the guys. He's really, really good. Rasmussen scored the other goal for the and Adam Murray finally got off the schneid. But look, they are what they are.
Yeah.
You just hope that they win a couple games, they play better, that they're not an embarrassment like they've been the last month of 6 weeks basically. Where they have seems like every other game they get killed.
Well, especially the last, 15, 16 games.
Yeah,
It's just been
it's embarrassing. And, Blashill, I don't see any way how you can bring him back.
No, I mean, and at this point, what is there, 15 games left?
Yeah.
What's the value in doing it now?
There is.
Right, so, I mean, yeah, you finish it out, and then he gets a chance, like Yzerman has said, hey, we're going to sit down, we're going to have a conversation, and I think out of that conversation is, hey, we're going our different ways.
Yeah, I would think
and
so.
thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Thanks for being a great dude.
Yeah.
Helping us through a little bit of a tough stretch here. But, a 7th season, probably not in the cards.
No, and I don't think it should be. And I think if he's fair, he looks at it. He knows what the business is.
Right.
It's all about wins and losses. They haven't won a playoff series, I believe, since 2013. Is that correct? I think that's it. And then that's not acceptable. We understand how long a rebuild takes. I get it. But when you embarrass the organization, that is when I think these things have to happen. They've been really, bad, like we said, since the All-Star break, basically. And, during the season, the early part of the season, halfway through the season, they were respectable. They weren't a playoff team.
Yeah.
At times where they're only a few points behind. Yeah, but Boston had all these games in hand. You knew you just knew watching the team that they're not a playoff team. Look, obviously, he should get credit for Sider and Raymond, the way they played. I mean, if a coach is going to get, criticized if players don't develop, then you have to give them praise for when they do develop. But there have been others who haven't developed, like Zadina and some other guys. And the defense is just awful. The penalty killing is an absolute disgrace. The last, the Tampa game and last night, they gave up late penalties and they couldn't, kill them, and that's what sent the games into overtime. That can't happen. And so, look, I don't know who the answer is, who the next coach will be, but they have to make a change. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, me.
They started cleaning house yesterday.
Yeah, they did. I'm glad you brought it. Look. Here's the thing. This could be a bigger secret. Well, it's still early than the Malcolm Butler Super Bowl deal, because I've probed around to some people.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Nobody is either who know saying anything, and a lot of other people don't know.
Right.
And what we're talking about is Al Sabatka, of course, the Zamboni driver, Octopus, just a legend, a cult in this town.
Octopus twirler is what we're calling him. Yeah.
51 years.
Oh yeah. And I saw a news article yesterday. He was quoted, I would have done it for 51 more.
Right, which means it was not a mutual parting.
Right. But I do think, obviously doing it for 51 years, when he was asked some questions, he could have could have tried to throw them under the bus. He could have been very spiteful, but he
Right.
was a class act, as classy as you could possibly.
Right now, who knows? We have no idea. So
Right.
we have no idea if what he got fired for is something that he deserved to be fired for. I have no idea.
I don't think so, because I had read that a source said that he has maybe hired an attorney to contemplate like wrongful termination.
Oh, maybe. I mean, he 68. I think I saw.
68.
Yeah.
Okay, but all right. So if that's the
So
case,
I'm just bringing up the facts.
No.
Maybe he's the reason the Wings are playing bad.
Well,
Bad ice surface.
The ice has not been
It's
great.
real slick on the defensive side.
Well,
of
no.
things.
In all
Not too much water.
In all seriously, the ice this year has not been as good, and maybe it's because they've been the Pistons and Red Wings have played a few games on the same day. I don't know. But that's irrelevant. My point is, same thing as Blashill. If in fact he's being fired because they just think it's time, wait till the season's over.
Right. Yes. Gonna break in a new
That's what
Zamboni
lets me to
driver.
believe there's something that went on that he believes he's innocent of, and they believe that he's guilty of.
Right.
That's
And
that's
what
why they
that
did it.
is, we have
no-
absolutely no clue.
no clue, and I'm not even going to guess.
So,
That does no service.
so let's see if we can parse some words here. All right. You talked to a few people. You probed
A little bit.
a few individuals.
A few individuals.
What'd they tell you? Just no comment?
Yeah, one person said, I will never tell anything like that.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Who's that?
I'm not going to tell you.
Sources.
Maybe off the air.
The captain?
And then the other one is I'll just say it's a former player.
Uh-huh.
I told him, he had no idea.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten back to me.
Yeah.
Somebody else I know. But nah.
It'll come out in due
Yes,
time.
absolutely. Look,
There are very
It's-
few secrets in this room.
right. It's sad because he was such a icon in this town.
Right.
Great guy. Love the guy. He listened to, this station, our old station. He was very supportive of this format. He was, anytime you needed anything, he would do things for,
Yeah.
the media. He would, the whole Zamboni rides and things. He was a great dude.
He was part of the story
Yes.
of
Yeah.
the Wings' greatness, and even though it was a way lesser thing, like the octopus and him swinging it, and
Yeah.
Mo Cheese, Karen Newman, the whole thing. It was
Yeah.
You can sit here and call it old bits, and it was played out if you want to be that guy, but it was part of the story.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
well, if it was played out, let it play out for 15 more games.
Yes. Here's the other thing. They named the octopus after him. Right? It's
Right.
Al the
Al,
octopus.
yeah.
What are they going to do? Change his name?
Bill.
Bill the octopus. Otto the octopus.
Yes.
Or Oscar. Our telephone number is
Stone.
248-539-9797. Coming up on the program today, the 2 Grand Slam at 7:25, 6:35. Mock draft 1.0. My mock draft.
Got my pencil
1.0.
ready.
Yeah, I got your copy, but I'm not going to
Oh,
let
you
you
do?
see it.
Oh, I don't.
till-
Yeah. Oh,
till
thank you very
afterwards.
much. I was just going to ask you.
No, you don't have
if
to
I
write
could,
anything
yeah.
down.
I was scribbling
We'll see if I made
fiercely last year.
I usually make a mistake somewhere. I try to double check it. Who knows?
It's all right.
We'll find out. Like I said, 2 Grand Slam. Coming up next, before Heather's news, there was some interesting football developments yesterday.
Oh, my goodness.
This offseason just won't
It's
stop.
epic.
One in the NFL and one locally that may piss some people off. For me, I think it's kind of fun. 97.1 The Ticket. I want to tell you about the D Las Vegas. When you want to get away, have a great time, that's the place to go. That's right. The D, taking all the necessary precautions to make sure your stay is safe, whether you have a 3rd booster or 4th booster or 5th